everyone, this is Mr. Mighty, here with a kind of new video. So today I want to discuss my top 20 Transformer figures that I want to see in Legacy United and whatever toy line comes next, which is supposedly Transformers Prime Generations. Alright, so let's get started. Now, number 1, I have the rest of the Rescue Bots. Now, for Legacy United, we did get Chase, and he looks like a really cool figure. I can't wait to pick him up. But I also want to get the other Rescue Bot members as well, to complete the group. Now, for the Transformers Prime Generations, though it's not fully confirmed if that's what's going to be next, we are rumored to get Heatwave in that, which is really exciting. But I still want to include him into this list. And I'd also like to see the other Rescue Bot members, such as Boulder and Blade. And also, if they're going to go into the Rescue Bots universe, I would really love to see the Rescue Bots Academy characters, such as Hotshot, Whirl, Hoist, Mex, and Wedge. Because I reckon that would be really cool if we could have the whole Rescue Bots cast. And if so, maybe even like spread into the other not so well known Rescue Bots members, such as Salvage, Blur, and Quickshadow, and maybe possibly High Tide, because those are characters I really like and they are really cool, so I would love to see them. And now from the Robots in Disguise TV show, we have Bisk. I really liked Bisk as a character. Sadly, we didn't get that much of him in the actual show, but I would really kind of like it if they brought him into this kind of Legacy universe, since they are bringing in Filch. I believe she's actually out now for us to buy, so yeah. And Strong Arm was good, Filch looks good, and I really would like to see what they do with Bisk. Okay, and the next two are actually also from the same show, Robots in Disguise, so I'll go over them pretty quickly. So next is Terrashock. Now, we never actually got a toy of him, so it'd be really cool if we got one in Legacy, so yeah. Now, this character didn't actually receive a proper toy in the Robots in Disguise toy line. This one is Underbite, and I really hope they go for possibly a deluxe or maybe a Voyager, because he was a big character. So if you can have it scale up to the 86 Grimlock, that'd be really cool. And now, taking a quick break from the Robots in Disguise to go back to the G1, and I reckon this should be Seaspray, because Seaspray is a really cool character, has a really nice vehicle mode for his water hovercraft, and I think he'd be a really cool design to add to Legacy. And now, going all the way to the Beast Wars era, I reckon we should have QuickStrike, because he was a really cool character, and seeing how we now have Silverbolt, who is a Fusor, so I would really like to see how they engineer QuickStrike's design into a toy, because that would be really interesting. Alright, okay, so after that little break, now we're back to Robots in Disguise for Nightstrike. I really liked his design because it was bat-like, and there was also a lot of like glowing parts, so I reckon they would use transparent plastic for the wings, and I really like to see how they make his design. And seeing as though the animated Legacy Optimus Prime, Prowl, and Bumblebee have gone really well, I would really like to see them go to the Decepticon side of the show with Lugnut, because Lugnut was a really cool character I like, and I reckon he'd be a cool design to actually add into Legacy. And seeing as though Legacy have dived into the Cyberverse universe with Shadow Striker and Windblade, I'd like to see them add Slipstream. And I reckon she could be either from the Cyberverse universe, or maybe this could also be another animated Decepticon, because she was in both shows and she had the different designs for each. So it'd be interesting how they, add that character into the toy line. And here we have Skybyte. Now, we are going to get him as the Robots in Disguise universe for Legacy. However, I wanted to add as in the Cyberverse universe, because it then also brings in the more Cyberverse universe characters. Okay, for this character, I'm not quite sure what kind of universe they'd pull him from. This is Six Shot. So they possibly will pull him from the Generation 1 cartoon, but I'm not sure. They could do Titan's Return or any other different shows. Now, we did get a Titan's Return 6 shots for the Titan's Return toy line. I don't have that in my collection, but he was able to transform into his different alt modes. And that's something I think that Legacy would probably really want to try with, since they've done other triple changes such as Springer and Sandstorm. And I reckon if they tried to go for a quadruple changer, that would be really cool. If they successfully get him to transform into a gun, a wolf, a tank, a jet, again the others, I'll put them up on screen now. But yeah, they managed to get him to transform into all those different alt modes, then that would be a really, really cool toy and one that I would love to have in my collection. Alright, now, seeing as though for the past Wolf of Cybertron or Legacy toy lines, they've made Titan class figures, since for Netflix Siege it was Omega Supreme, then for Earthrise it was Scorponok, then Kingdom it was the Ark, and then Legacy had Metroplex, Legacy Evolution had the Nemesis, and now Legacy United has Tidal Wave. I do think that they would probably want to add in another Titan, either in this line or possibly the next line. And I have two ideas of who they could be. And I kind of hope they do these two because I like both of them. The first one I have is Trypticon, because he was a really, really cool design. He's basically Godzilla, except in my opinion he's cooler because he's a Transformer. But yeah, I would love to see how they have him incorporated into the Legacy universe. So, yeah. And going back to Cyberverse, we have Rack and Ruin. I thought it was a really cool design for the show, since he's basically a conjoined twin. I would really want to see how they actually do that. And I reckon the next Transformers Robots in Disguise character should be Steeljaw, because he had a really cool design. And we did get a toy for him in the original 2015 Robots in Disguise toy line, and it had this weird Wolverine-styled weapon. I don't have the toy in my collection, although I've seen pictures and videos of him. But I would really like to see how they incorporate that into Legacy, and see what kind of like Evo Fusion weapon they could give him. Maybe they could give him a updated version of those Wolverine-style claws, or maybe something new. Who knows? And even though the Transformers Prime Legacy universe hasn't done so well, I have heard a lot of criticism from some of the toys, such as RC, even though I actually really like the RC toy. The Bulkhead is good, Knockouts, Dragon Skyquake, and yeah, so I reckon another Transformers Prime Legacy character they could go for would be the Veichons, because I love the Veichons. They were kind of the humor of the show most of the time, even though I feel bad for them, like when they got beaten up. But I reckon if they place the Veichons in Legacy, that'd be really cool. And I really, really hope that if they do bring in Veichons, that they release multi-packs, because the Veichons were army builders, so that we could easily just get more than one. And here it is for my second Titan class figure that I think they should do, would be Fortress Maximus, because he's just a really cool figure. I think that he would be really cool to add into the Titan class. If they do bring in the, Headmaster gimmick, that's cool as well, because they had that with the Earthrise Scorponok, and it turned out pretty good from what I've seen. Now, obviously, Legacy is no stranger to doing the core class, and I reckon that it'd be a really good inclusion if they brought in Fix-It, because there was two toys for Fix-It. There was a one-step changer and then a normal toy, but he had drill hands, which I don't recall ever seeing in the Robots in Disguise TV show. But I would really like to see them bring him into the Legacy universe so they can get him right this time, because he was a really cool character, very small, though he played a big role in the show with helping out the Autobots, and I reckon it'd be a really cool inclusion into the core class of Legacy United. Now, seeing as though we have Sandstorm on the way, I reckon we should bring back his pal, Octane, since he's also a triple changer, since he's able to turn through a plane and a truck. So I reckon that'd be a really cool design. So I would really like to see how they include him into the show, and I want to see what kind of weapons they would possibly give him. Now, kind of continuing off the Veichons multi-pack, I reckon a good multi-pack toy would possibly be Gnaw. They could reuse the mold from the Studio Series figure, and then just like re-release it under the Legacy name. And I reckon it'd be really good because it saves us from finding multiple of the one pack of Gnaw, so we can just have an army build. So I reckon that'd be pretty cool. And here we go for number 20. Here's the final on the list, my most wanted Transformers figure for Legacy United or whatever toy comes next. It's Primus, since he's the god of all Transformers, and I reckon it would be an absolute crime if we did not get a toy of him, seeing as a while ago we did get the HasLab's Unicron, and he is massive. I reckon they could possibly retool that into Primus and giving us the god of Cybertron, the planet Cybertron. And I would really, really love to see that. And there we have it, everyone. That is my top 20 Transformer figures that I want to see in the upcoming Transformer toy lines, and also Legacy United. Thank you for watching, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, be ready for my next stop motion battle, which will be coming out soon. You guys have voted as well for the Blur vs Blitzwing. This is a project that I decided that I would let you guys vote on the winner, and so yeah, I've gotten my results and I have found the winner, and you guys will find out in the next video. I'm Mr. Mighty, telling you guys to begin the assault.